Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Justin and I am running for the king. I'm a part-time reseller and I sell out of this shed here in my backyard. And this video is, well, what I did in the shed this week. What sold, probably me rambling on a bit too long about things. And well, that's the video. This video is going to cover everything that sold from Tuesday, the 1st of August through today, Monday, the 7th of August. I know it's a weird week, but that's the way my eBay payouts work. So that's the way I do my videos. And we're going to jump back to Tuesday. We're going to see what sold throughout the week. And when you get back to me wearing this green shirt, I guess that means we'll be back at Monday and on the last day. I'll see you when you get back. Hey everybody, today is Tuesday. It is August 1st, beginning of a new month, beginning of a new video, beginning of a new week, however you want to put it. I have 5 items going out. I have several things going out that I bought on my trip to go see that NF concert. So that's going to help pay for that, including the biggest item or most expensive item I've listed from that trip, and probably the only one, the biggest item I will list from the trip. So I'm excited about that because it sold pretty quickly for me. A couple books, CD set. Well, let's grab those first. Let's get the media. It's all here on my media shelf. Let me grab them. I'll show you what they were. All right. I got these items pulled. Let's go from oldest to newest. This sold yesterday, just before I left for the post office. I didn't have time to get it out. It is All Through the Ages. It's a Christian homeschool curriculum book guide for teachers, parents, and picked this up at my local thrift. Where they have books up to $25 for $1. I think this was in that same lot from the books I sold yesterday on the last video, at least. I probably have like 5 to 8 cents into this. It sold for $19.99 plus shipping. If you have homeschool curriculum, they need to be listed. In fact, I have a couple books here I still need to list. They need to be listed now because school's getting ready to start and it's probably too late for the most part. Next up, I got a book set. Picked this up at the bins in Nashville. There's actually 2 bins in Nashville. This was the second one we went to. It was a little smaller. It wasn't as nice. The people that were shopping there were a little more aggressive than at the first one, but it's this box set, C.S. Lewis, The Space Trilogy. The box is beat up. In fact, I had to tape it, but the books are perfectly crisp. They've never been read. You can tell when paperback books have been read, and these are solid. 1979 edition, and this sold for full price $24.99 plus shipping. Hold on, my air's turning on. Let me get that off again. All right, I picked up some CDs at the bins as well. This came from the first bins. They had a lot more media than the other one. It's a set of 2 CDs from Naked Raygun. Never heard of this band. I think they're punk, and I had these listed for $10 plus shipping. I paid. This is probably 8 ounces, so I probably paid 70 cents for it. Took an offer, $8 plus media mail shipping. And then on the way down to Nashville, we stopped at several thrift stores. One of them was in Paducah. Well, a couple of them were in Paducah, Kentucky. And I picked up this gaming keyboard right here. I think I paid $9 for it. Here it is. I tested this. It works great. It's a Corsair K95 RGB Platinum. I guess this is the mid-range one because there's one a little bit better than this. When I was looking up comps, I didn't realize there was a couple. So I did list this kind of high because, well, I had $9 into it. But I did take an offer yesterday. It sold for $30 plus shipping. So that's profit there. Plus, if you remember, I sold the key set, which came in this box. I sold that for $20 as well. So not too bad for a $9 pickup. And both items sold in just a few days. Of the 5 orders, we've done 4. That means I have 1 more if you're doing the math in your head. That one was pretty good. And, well, the next one is probably, like I said, the best item that I picked up as far as value-wise. And I picked it up at a regular Goodwill. We stopped at Hopkinsville, I think. Hopkinsville, Kentucky. It was about 10 minutes off our route. And it was probably the best stop of the day, not counting the bins. It's these boots. Here, these are Row Search leather combat boots, and they are stamped 1997. If you know anything about military clothing or equipment, when it's manufactured, the date is stamped in there. These are from April 1997. They've never been worn. They have a few scuffs on the toe, but they're perfectly perfect on the bottom and still have the tag on how to use them and how to take care of them. These are the mildew water resistant with direct molded sole boots. I think there's a couple different versions they made, and well, I picked them up for $23 plus tax. And these sold full asking price, $79.99 plus shipping. They're going to go out, I think, priority mail. I think I'll wrap them up nicely so they don't scuff each other, but I think they'll fit in number 7 box just like this. That was a great sale. I'm happy to invest 23 if I can pull out 80 or 80 before fees. Something else sold, so I brought you back on, and my work day is done. I'm getting ready to head to the post office, and it's not a huge sale, but trying to show everything so you can see the journey. I sold this reprint of the original Boy Scouts of America book. It's not in the best shape. It's got a nice crease across the back, but the pages are pretty good. The last date in it is 1998, although the copyright is 1976. But I don't think this was published in 1976 with a 1998 date in it. So this is probably from around 2000, 2001 would be my guess. And this sold an offer for $7 free shipping. So not very much meat on the bone, but I probably have about 8 cents into it. And so it's a little bit. And I'm getting it out today. Thanks for hanging out there with me today. I will see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Hey everyone, today is Wednesday. It is the 2nd of August. And well, I have one item. One item to show you that I sold today. It sold on Mercari. I didn't sell anything on eBay. I've been listing there too. And well, maybe I'm just listing slow tail stuff. I don't know. I've had lots of watchers and likes and things on things, but you know, no sales yet. It'll come. The item that sold is right here in this box. I kind of started freaking out because I was looking for it before I started before I started filming, and to make sure I knew where I could go to, because I knew these were spread out. It is HMT 13. I found 14. I found 12. I found 7, but I couldn't find 13. It was buried behind a lot of books. I moved them around so I could grab it easier before I started. So this is a lot of 7 McDonald's Happy Meal toys from Cars. 7 Cars toys. There's 8, I think, in the set. This is 7 of them. And I picked these up at the 100 Mile Yard sale in Missouri. And I bought a whole big old box for like 15 bucks or something. It was not a lot at all. And I've done fairly well for McDonald's toys. This set here sold for $15 plus shipping. And what can I say? That basically pays for the lot. And that's probably the 5th lot of toys. You've seen several if you've been watching the channel. So I would pick up another box like that again if I could get it cheap. That's it. That's all I have going out. I'm going to get this to the post office, I guess. It's supposed to rain tonight. I hope it doesn't. Our church is supposed to be swimming, so into summer swim party or into summer rain shower. We will see which one prevails. I will see you, though, tomorrow on Thursday. Hey, everybody. Today is Thursday. It is the 3rd of August. And, well, my work day's over. I didn't even film at lunch. The last 2 days I've been training and leading some training at work. And so if I had regulated lunches, I had to meet at a certain time. And by the time I got my food down, I didn't have time to record. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But as far as eBay goes, I have 5 orders going out today. One is one I've had since the first year I started reselling again. And we'll talk about that. We'll pull that out. But let's grab some media first. I sold 2 DVDs, and they're going to be here on my media shelf. Let me dig them out. All right, so first off, I sold this Flash DVD set. It's the complete series. Picked this up at a yard sale for $1. I debated on keeping this. I remember watching this when I was a kid. This sold for $15 free shipping. It's going to cost about $3 to ship with media mail. Not too bad for a DVD. Next up is this lot of Dave Ramsey DVDs. There's 3 here. I picked them up at my local thrift for $1 a piece, and I probably wouldn't again. I've had these for a while. They sold twice. The first person didn't pay for them, but these sold for $12.70 plus shipping. And I know that's not terrible. 3 to 12. You know, I'll make about $8 maybe when it's all said and done after fees. But you know, people that are looking to be financially free and out of debt don't really want to spend a bunch of money to do that, especially secondhand. So these are new, but you know, they're not from Dave Ramsey, and not directly at least. I sold an item that we picked up on our trip to see NF, and I did the math finally. We spent $508 and change on that trip, and if I sell absolutely everything I have listed so far at full price, after fees, it'll just pay for the trip. Will I sell everything that I have listed so far at the listed price? No, no way. What sold this time was a counted cross-stitch kit. I'm a sucker for these. I'll pick these up all day long. They're super easy to list. This one's just a chart, so it's just a piece of paper in there with the chart. There's no actual kit, I guess, in there. I picked this up at the bins. It was, well, it doesn't weigh anything. It probably cost me 10 cents. This sold for $9, free shipping. It's going to cost $3.50 to $4 to ship out because it's got to go first class, and I'll make a few bucks on it. The next item up is a pair of socks. I picked them up at a yard sale for $1, and they're not big sellers, but I would totally pick them up again. They are these Notorious B.I.G. socks, and they're from Stance. They're pretty nice socks. I'm shocked they only charged me $1. I picked up the Lion King ones that I sold a couple weeks ago, I think, at the same yard sale. These sold for $9.99 plus shipping. Now, that's 4 items down. If you're doing the math in your head, that means I have one more to go, and it's that item that I've had since, well, since almost the very beginning of me starting to resell. And, well, I'll have to find it. I think it's in here, but give me a few minutes. Okay, I found them. These are kind of a unique item. I like selling unique items, and I picked these up in 2019. Yes, 2019. We were on our way to Tulsa. I was running the Route 66 marathon. My dad and I had just started reselling. That would have been December, 1st of December, right at the end of November. And so I started reselling in August of that year. And, I was all gung-ho, when you're young and you just start reselling, or not necessarily young, but I just started reselling again, and I was buying things, and we thrifted our way down to Tulsa. We stopped at a place, I think it was outside St. Louis, and I saw these, and I had to buy them. They are schwings. Yes, they are wings for your shoes. And you lace them up, and your shoes have wings. There's kind of a picture here. Yeah, right there. Probably not focusing. Anyway, your shoes have wings. I thought they were hilarious. I actually bought a chromed out pair and wore them at the race, and got a few funny comments from folks at the starting line. We were waiting to go. But these I picked up. It looks like I paid 50 cents for each of them. This person ordered 2 pairs. Each one of these has a pair on them. I got to get the price tags off. And they don't sell for much. I've had them listed forever. I sold a pair here or there. I think I had a pair of lightning bolt wings. Those sold really quick. These sold for $7.98 for the pair. So that's what, $3.99 or I can't do math. Yeah, $3.99 a piece. Plus shipping. So we got plus shipping on there. So if you find schwings, which I've never heard of them before or since, I would recommend to probably not buy them unless you want to get them for yourself. And if you want some schwings, I have a few more of these zebra print ones in my store. All right, that's it. You don't have to buy anything from my store. Don't be silly. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out there with me today. I got a few things I need to list, like that pile of Star Trek books over there that I prepped at lunch, and I did have time to do that, and a few other things that I need to get photographed and listed. And then hopefully we'll see some more sales tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow too. Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Today is Friday, and it is the 4th of August, and well, I have 5 items going out. Once again, I'm at the end of my workday. I didn't get a chance to film at lunch because we were training with folks and such again, and so, well, I got 5 orders. I have to get them quick because I have to get them to the post office. The first is a coffee mug. It's back here. Let me grab it. All right, it is right here. This is a Kaskaskia College. Has Kaskaskia. It's a pretty nice mug. Picked it up at yard sale. I think I paid 50 cents, maybe $1. Kaskaskia College is a somewhat local junior college. I knew it wouldn't go fast, but it took about a year. So that's quite a while, but it's been packed away. This sold for full asking price, $12.99 plus shipping. And this one's fairly heavy, so it's probably going to have to go, well, I'd say priority, but it can go Grand Advantage now, I guess, but it's well over £1. I had a couple toy items sell. One is an item I listed yesterday. Let me grab them both so I can show you what they are. I believe one's in the pink tub and one's here in the green one. First up is this tiny little anime figure, and it's from Demon Hunter, I believe is what it says. It's all in, well, it's mostly in Japanese. Made by Bandai. Picked this up on a Whatnot lot in an auction at some point. It's still taped, factory sealed, I guess. This sold for $10 free shipping, so not much profit there, but it sold. And then in the last video, I sold a power cord for $40 from this Bigfoot toy. Here's the remote control, and it looks like a giant foot. I did test this because the Bigfoot did work. I just tossed the Bigfoot after dissecting him. This sold with free shipping as well. It sold for $12.95. The last two items I have going out are books. One is a small book, which sold for a little, and the other sale is a big homeschool curriculum set, and that's a good sale. So let's grab those. All right, so the small book is this one, Spaceballs, the book, and I guess it's fairly rare. This one's not in the greatest of shape. Picked it up for 20 cents though, and it sold for $13.50 free shipping. Now the homeschool books I have up here, let me pull them down and I will show you, well, what they are. Here they are. It is Algebra 2 3rd edition by BJU Press. It is a Christian homeschooling curriculum. There is the student book. Here is the teacher book, well, part 2. There's teacher book part 1. The CD-ROM was missing, unfortunately. I picked those up at that same thrift store as I got that Spaceballs book. In fact, they may have been the same day. So they're 20 cents a piece. I paid 60 cents for them. And, well, they sold for $60 free shipping. It's going to cost about $10 to ship those. So that's the downside. I am going to have to pack those. But for spending 60 cents and making $50 minus fees, it's not too bad at all. So, homeschool books are a bolo. You have to know what you're looking for. Just look them up. So if you see some homeschool curriculum, look it up. This is just one subject. And so, you know, they're getting a deal because buy that new from BJU Press, you're probably looking at $150 to $200. Homeschooling can be quite expensive. And for $60, even without that CD-ROM, it's a savings for them and it's a profit for me. Folks, those are the 5 items I have going out right now. Yesterday, I went to an estate sale and I bought a boatload of CDs. I know what you're thinking, but let me grab some. So I picked up about 85 CDs and they are all jazz, really obscure jazz for the most part. Names I haven't heard of, but I looked up a couple and they look like they may be long tail, but they should sell. These are the sealed ones. Well, the sealed ones I have listed, I paid $1 a piece, so I paid like $86 or something in CDs. But this stack here is listed, and it's about $250 if it sells, and if it sells for full price. So there's some wiggle room definitely there for some profit. I have twice as many as these that are open, and I'm going to make lots out of those, and I should do pretty well with that buy. So hopefully we'll see some jazz CDs going out the door in the next few weeks. Like I said, it may be a long tail, it may take a bit, and I do have to find a different place besides my media shelf to store them because, well, my media shelf is full. Anyway, I'm yapping. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to head out for yard sales, hopefully get some footage, edited, and, well, I'll see you on Monday. I hope you all had a good weekend. Today is Monday. It's the 7th of August, and it's probably my best weekend on eBay I've had in months and months. I have 21 items going out in, well, it says 20 orders, but I had one person buy 4 items, 2 in one and 2 separate. So whatever that equals, it's like 19, 18 order. I have a bunch of stuff. I mean, 21 things going out. That's huge for me. The first is that bundle deal. I already pulled it out so I could calculate shipping and everything and refund them back because I just wanted to make sure I was taken care of right away. They are all in this box right here, and they're going to ship in this box. I do have to put some padding in. Let's see what sold. All right, first up, it is this Jeff Gordon koozie mug. It's kind of hard rubber from 2007, and this sold for $5. We have this Eevee plush, and this sold for $7. We have this Sandlot Blu-ray. This sold for $5 as well. And the last item they bought was these two Funko Pops. This is Alakazam. Let me look. Yes, this is Alakazam, and this is Charmander. These were my daughters, my 6-year-old daughters, and she wanted to sell them to make a little money, and these sold for $9.99. I didn't take offers on these. I took offers on the other things, and I let the buyer know, hey, I couldn't come down on these prices because they're my 6-year-old daughters, and he totally paid full price for these. So she'll make $8 or something after fees, or 10, or however I end up paying her. But anyway, so those items are all going out to one buyer. So thank you very much for that purchase if you're a viewer as well. And I'm going to get these out of the way so we can get the other orders. And we actually might run into an issue where I run out of lunchtime and I have to pull the rest of my orders after work. That's okay by me. The next order I want to show you is a set of books. I already have it pre-boxed. It's right up here above my head. All right, it's in this Crayola box. It is a set of Outlander books. This is 5 paperback books, the mass market paperbacks, the small ones. And just imagine a stack of 5 books. That's what sold. And these sold for $14.99 plus shipping. And you didn't have to imagine too hard because, well, I put it right up there, right? Let's stay with books for just a second. I have a auto manual that sold. It's down here. Let me pull it out. It's this. I have it bagged up so it would kind of stay all together. This is a Motors Auto Repair Manual from 1966. Kind of old. It's got some definite wear and issues, but, you know, it's really old. So not too bad at all. I thought this would be worth quite a bit. I picked it up at an estate sale. In fact, it was the estate sale where I had the camera on high speed on accident, and I think that's on the channel. This one sold for $8 plus shipping. And the last book is another homeschool curriculum book. I said when that last one sold that these are bolos. I had listed this one as well, and it sold. It's that time of year. And this one is also a BJU press. This is writing and grammar for for grade 11. And this one has the CD-ROM hiding back here somewhere. Yeah, it has the CD-ROM right there. And this one sold for $35 free shipping. I had quite a few DVDs and Blu-rays and things sell this weekend. And today, I had 2 sell today, actually. Let's grab those next. I'm going to dig them all out, get back to the table, and I'll show you which one sold for me. All right, let's grab these. The first one is The Last Duel. I picked this up for $1, I think. I think I paid $1 for this. This weekend. I listed it Saturday. It sold Saturday. So less than a day. It sold for $10 free shipping. The next one here is Goodbye Lover with Patricia Arquette. And this one is in the old school Warner Brothers like paper box. So it's more like the original DVDs listed that they released in the first few years. This one I picked up in a estate sale for $1. I can't stay away from sealed DVDs, but it sold quick. $4.99 plus shipping. Downtown Abbey, the movie on Blu-ray. Picked it up at the same time that other Blu-ray. Paid $1 for this one as well, and it sold for $10 free shipping. I sold 2 DVDs this morning, and the first one is this one. It's A Wrinkle in Time. This is the old school one, not the one with Oprah that came out a few years ago. This sold for $4.99 plus shipping. I sold this movie, Mortal Thoughts. I bought it at the same time as Goodbye Lover. I paid $1 at an estate sale. And this one sold for $4.99 too. And then, like I said, I can't not buy sealed DVDs sometimes, VHS too, but I love media, and I had one I picked up with those 2 Blu-rays that sold super quick for good money, and it's one of the reasons why I look at DVDs all the time. So the buyer bought 2 DVDs. And the first one was this, Ella the Elephant. This one, not huge, right? $4.99 plus shipping. I'm sorry, $3.99 plus shipping. But this one right here, Lieutenant Joe Kenda, Homicide Hunter, it's seasons 1 and 2. It's a investigation discovery show, I guess, and it's still sealed. I scanned it and nothing came up on eBay. Well, no listed. I'm the only one that had one listed on eBay, which means it's probably pretty good. The sold comps showed this sold for $50, and that's exactly what this sold. This sold for $50 free shipping. I sold one of these Zobi pens. I haven't sold one of these in a little while, and it's this one right here. The only good bug is a dead bug, and that's from Starship Troopers. It's a pretty cool pin. This one I've had for a while. I got it in a Zobi mystery box, and this one sold for $14 plus shipping. I sold this little koala guy right here. He's from Wendy's, though the tag has a little damage. I got this out of the Crafty storage unit. I've had it for a while. It's been listed for a while, and it sold for $4.49 plus shipping. Behind my death pile, this HMT 7 box down there, that sold. Let me dig it out. I know the box doesn't show much, but imagine like we do with those books there, that there are 9 Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway McDonald's Happy Meal toys in here. And I'll show you a picture, of course, so you don't have to imagine too much, but this sold for $20 plus shipping. And with that one, I'm out of time. I have to get back to work. It's only going to take a second for you, but for me, it's going to be a couple hours. I'll see you when I get done working, and we'll pull those last 3 orders. Hey, I'm back. I told you it'd be super quick, and I think I said I had 3 orders, but I actually have 4. So I had 4 when I left you. I haven't had any new ones come in, so let's do the last 4 orders. The first is another book set. It must have got lost in the list while I was doing books earlier. It is this Boxcar Children book lot. There are a bunch of them, and they're not in the greatest of shape. I think they came out of a classroom. 19 in total. Picked them up at my local thrift. I would have paid $1 for this whole stack because it's 25 for $1 there. These sold on offer for $28 plus medium mail shipping. My red box is out, which means I sold an autograph. I have not sold an autograph in a while, so let's see if we can find it. I haven't listed an autograph or bought an autograph in a while either, so that's part of it. And it's right there. This is David Zayas. It's this guy here in the hat, I believe. And this would be a great one to get the whole cast on. This just has the one. It's JSA authenticated. This sold on offer for $19.99 plus shipping. That means I have 2 more to go. I recently had somebody that unsubscribed, left me a comment saying, got unsubscribed. Tired of watching you sell $5 items on offer. And, well, these next 2 are for you. First up is this Squishmallow. Let me get it out of the bag. Here he is, or she is, or it is. It is this, this cat. It's a pumpkin spice latte. It's Cinda, and it was exclusive to Claire's. I picked it up when I was on vacation in Mississippi 2 summers ago. Actually, almost 2 summers to the date. And retail arbitrage, they're expensive at Claire's, but it looked like this one was selling for a lot. I listed it for a lot, and it sat for a lot, but it sold for full price, and I believe it's going out of the country. This one sold for $74.99 plus shipping. I stay away from Squishmallows now unless they're old and look like they have good value, and even then my kids want to take them. But this one actually worked out for me, even though the wait was really long. So $74.99, not bad, but not the best sell this weekend. The best sell this weekend is going to be on this shelf, I believe, right behind me. Let me dig it out and I will show you. I'm excited about this one. And here it is. The box doesn't show much. It's not very big at all, but, well, let's talk about it. So this little guy here is for one of those Christmas villages. This one is the soldier statue from It's a Wonderful Life. I don't remember this from It's a Wonderful Life, but this was in it, and it must be fairly rare. I picked this up at Goodwill, of all things, in March. I had to look up when I bought it, and it's been listed since then. I think I paid $3 for it, and if you ever find It's a Wonderful Life Christmas Village stuff, it might be a bolo. It may take a little bit to sell. You know, it is summer too, so it's not the Christmas season yet, but people are starting to buy for Christmas. This sold on offer for $90 plus shipping. 3 to 90 is a great ROI. I'm super stoked. It's going to be super easy to ship. It's already in the original styrofoam, so I just got to bubble it, stick it in a box, it'll go. And that is the end of my sales for the weekend. Always nice to end with a big sale over the weekend. It's been my best week in a long time. Definitely my best weekend and even longer. So I have a listing goal this year, and it's not dollar amount. It is listing number amount. I'm trying to reach 2,023 listings in 2023. And currently right now I have new unique listings for the year of 1,213. To hit my goal, I need 5.6 a day. And so by Friday the 11th, this next Friday, I need 1,248. I put up 78 listings last week, which most of it was done on Friday and Saturday. A lot of stuff from the estate sale, a lot of media, a lot of jazz CDs, a lot of DVDs, but also some big stuff. Like I got the SpongeBob TV on Saturday, got that listed, have a bunch of watchers on it. It's expensive though. So when that goes, I'm gonna be super excited. So I've caught back up. Now I know I'm not at 1248 yet, but I'm also not at Friday yet. And so with all that media, they've been quick listers, and well, I've hit my goal as of last Friday, and I'm gonna try to keep that goal going, or keep maintaining that pace. And we will see. I definitely had a lot of sales this weekend. Is it just because I listed a crap ton on Friday and Saturday? It probably had a little bit to do with it. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out there with me this week. Seeing what's sold, seeing what's going on in the shed and whatnot. If you liked the video, hit that like button, put a comment down below, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate your subscription. It is free. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm about like 915, 916, I think, right now. And so I'm working my way there. And if you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. You know, any engagement is helpful. So once again, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. God bless.